Hello guys, welcome to Mobilemaths with Kamshai. Today I want us to look at Arithmetic Series 1. Okay, so I've got these formulas that we have been using from the previous videos. So we are going to continue using those formulas. So the first formula, when we know our last term, that's when we use this one. Then when we don't know the last term, we use this formula, which has got common difference and the number of terms and also the first term, which is a there. Okay, now we are going to have a look at a question. So the first question is saying we should prove the formula there. So we want to prove those two formulas. That's the question that we have. We want to prove the formula. Okay, so for us to prove the formula, I'll have summation of n terms is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus ... to Tn. Okay, that's the sum of n terms. I can write these terms in terms of A and D. I want to write these terms in terms of A and D, where I said our A is our first term, and our D is our common. This is our common difference. Okay. Now, having that, I can write the sum there as Sn is equal to first term is A. First term is normally equal to A. This first term, whether it's 1, 2, minus is the same. Okay, fine. Now, the second term is A plus the common difference. Okay. Remember, when we want to find the common difference, to find D, we say T2 minus T1. Okay, so for us to find T2, we can make this a subject of formula and have T2 as D plus T1 is equal to T2. So it's the same way that I have written our T1 is A plus T2. T1, our is A plus sorry for this one. I'm saying if I rewrite this one, it becomes T2 becomes T1 plus D. And our T1, we said it's A. This one, we said it's A. So it becomes, this one is A, first term. So this becomes T2 becomes A plus D. Okay, that's where I'm coming from. Okay, now having that, let me go back. Then I'll move on to the third term plus, now the third term I can simply say it's A plus 2D. I've shown you where we are coming from. Then plus ... The last term we can say is equal to plus A plus n minus 1 by the D there. Okay, that's the last term. Let me rewrite it again. We have summation of n terms as A plus D, and A plus third term is 2D plus last term A plus n minus 1 by D there. Okay, like this. So this is how we have our last term. So we can let L be equal to 3n, last term, which is equal to this one. This is equal to this one. We can have that as that one. So when I have that one, I can rewrite this again as Sn is equals to A plus second term A plus D plus A plus 2D plus then I have my L. Okay. So before I have my L then, I can have the term before this L, we can have it minus d, the common difference. Okay, so I can write this as Sn is equals to a plus d plus a plus 2d plus L minus d. So here I've got dot 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 here, then I've got plus L. Okay, like this. So this whole thing here, we can call it equation. Let's have it as equation number 1. Okay, so with our equation number 1, I can write the reverse of this as equation number 2. So sum of that as a reverse, I've got L, then I've got plus L minus D, then I've got plus dot dot dot, then plus I've got A plus D plus A. I left out this one. I left out this one deliberately. So this becomes, at the end of the day, equation. This is my equation number 2. Okay, so that's my equation number 2. Now I've got that information. What I can now do is this. I can write equation number 1 plus equation number 2. Let's add those two. I want to add these two. Let's add them. So I'm going to add them as they are. Okay, maybe for clarity I can rewrite these two together so that we can add them simply simple. So I've got Sn is equals to a plus d plus dot dot plus L minus d plus L. This is number 1. Then the second one, this is equation 1 here. Sn is equals to L plus L minus d, then plus dot dot dot. Remember I left out that one, A plus d, then plus A. I left out the one with a 2 there. Okay, so these are my equations like this. So I want to add them together. Now adding them together, I will have let me change the color. I'll have, if I add these two together, I'll have 2Sn is equals to, then if I add these ones together, I'll have A plus L. Then I'll have plus these ones, if I add them together, I'll have A plus L. You can do it, A plus D plus L minus D. Okay, you see, you will get this one. Okay, then these ones again, if I add them, so here I've got plus dot 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 plus, I'll also get again A plus L. Then the last one, I'll also get A plus L. Okay, that's what you get when you do the summation of those. Now, since you see we have got same term here, here, I can simply say 2Sn is equals to N A plus L. I think you can agree with me there. Now having that, I want to remain with Sn there on this other side. I want to remain with Sn here. So I will divide by 2. Dividing by 2 both sides, I'll have over 2 like that. Here on the left side, this will cancel off each other. Then we will remain with Sn is equals to N A plus L over 2. Okay, so this is the derivation of the first term where we have our L as known. Now for the second formula, second one, let's look at the second. When we don't know the last term. When we don't know the last term, remember our L, we had our L, initially we introduced our L and said is equals to Tn, which is equals to A plus N minus 1 by D. Okay, so what I'm just going to do here, I'm going to substitute this into this formula. I'm going to substitute this into L, this L. Okay, so let me rewrite this and substitute our L. So we had our formula as Sn is equals to n a plus l over 2. My l is now this one, so I'll have Sn is equals to n a plus l is a n minus 1 by d, then it's over 2 like that. Now, so the method that is now left here is to add and add this together. And okay, so simplifying these ones, I will have okay, sorry, I wrote this one wrongly here. It's a plus that one. Okay, so adding these ones, I'll have a plus this one, I'll get a 2a. Then I'll have plus n minus 1 d there. Okay, then the rest is the same, so I'll have my n over 2 is equals to Sn. Okay, so basically it's like this. So we have proved for non-last term and a non-last term. Okay, guys, please remember to subscribe on our channel Mobilemaths and share our videos with your colleagues. Bye bye. Let's meet in the next arithmetic series 2. Bye bye.